Hello everyone, a warm welcome to this very first session on German. So anybody who understands English and who wish to learn German can follow my classes and learn simple German. So the objective of this session is to make you capable of speak German language with basic German words. We will be following the book which is called the Netzwerk Deutsche book. It has a textbook, workbook, and a glossar. You can actually buy this from Amazon. And in my sessions, I will be covering this red book, which is the textbook or Kursbuch in German. So, what you can expect from this session is that there are total 12 chapters in this book. I will be teaching you in a structured fashion and we'll be covering all the 12 chapters in 12 sessions. So, learner, as a learner, you can actually learn German spellings. You will also learn how to pronounce German words and also how to start a simple German conversation. You can also download the study material from the description site. So, let's get started. I hope all of you are interested. So, I would recommend you to buy this book and also follow my notes in the description to study German. So let's get started. Okay, as I showed you, this is a PDF version of the Kursbuch. So this is the first chapter, which is Guten Tag, is what we are going to cover. Okay, let's go to the notes now. So here we are starting with the very first chapter. Hallo, tschüss. Okay, hallo means hello, tschüss means bye in German. Like any other language, let's start with the German alphabets. In German, we say A for A. B is B, C, D, A, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. There are another 4 letters which are supporting letters. So you can pronounce them as A, U, S or S. So this letter sounds like S. Okay, you can practice this. As we progress, you will know how to pronounce these letters. So you will see that whenever say an S has to be used, you will see that this letter has been used. So instead of whenever there is a J, you see you have to pronounce it as yo. So like that. Okay, so you will see that with practice, it will be easier to understand. So coming to the next basic thing, which are numbers from 1 to 20. So let's look at this, how to pronounce them. 1, eins, 2, zwei, 3, drei, 4, wir, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. 11 is 11, 12, 12, 13, 13, 14, 15, 15, 16, 16, 17 7, 18 Action, 19 Nuanzen, 20 Swansea. So if you learn these numbers and letters in the beginning, it is going to be very helpful. Okay, so this portion which I explained, you can see in the course book. You will see if you scroll down a bit, it's somewhat towards the end. They have written 6A is what they are explaining about the numbers, and in 7A they are explaining about the letters. In the course book also you will see this letters and numbers. And just that, this notebook or like the Word document which I'm showing you, it also has the pronunciation of it. Okay, so practice this. After this, let's move on to the very first conversation. It's a very simple conversation in German. So let's look at here how these notes are prepared. First, you will have this German text. Then I'm explaining how it is pronounced, and then some tips and tricks on how to remember this. It's as similar to what is written here most of the time, but at times I add some words so that you could remember easily. So this side, the literal English meaning of this particular German conversation. So let's get started. See what we have got here. In the German text, they say, let's go by the letters. Hallonina. It says Hallo Nina. In English, it's our Hello Nina. How to pronounce this? Hallo. Hallo Nina. How to remember? It's the same thing. Hallo Nina. Look at the second sentence. Hallo. Hallogregor. Wiegehts. Now, what does this mean in English? It means, hello Gregor, how is it going? But then how do you pronounce this in German? You have to say, hello Gregor, wie geht's? You're asking a question to Gregor. The pronunciation of the name Gregor in German is Gregor. So don't worry about how each name or each word is pronounced. Just try to crack a conversation. So if you call a person Gregor, who is in Germany, there is nothing wrong in that. It's just that their slang makes it sound like Gregor. Okay, so don't worry about that. It all comes with practice. Hello Gregor, wie geht's? So how do we remember? Remember about our gate, right? Assume that there's a gate and we are standing there. So if you want to ask somebody, just ask them, hello so and so, wie geht's? It means, how's it going? In this case, it's Gregor. Let's look at the third sentence. Danke. Danke. Look at the spelling. DANKESEHRGUTUNDIR. DANKH. So how do we pronounce this? Dank. Dank. Sehr good. Und dir. So this is how we pronounce this. What does this mean? Thank you. Very well. And you? So that's the meaning. So I've given a small tip on how to remember this. Dank. Just remember it as a dank. Pronunciation is also like that. Tang. Dank. So Sia. Sia is our goddess Sita. So Sia good. Sia good. And instead of UNDDIR, undi, it means undia, and you, that's the meaning. Okay, so let's look at this fourth sentence. So let's look at this fourth sentence. Look at the spelling. ESGEHTDANKE. Don't worry about all the spellings You need not to by heart all these in the very first instance. This all comes with practice. So now what does this mean? It means going okay, thanks. So how do we pronounce this in German? It says es geht dank. Y-E-S, yes, geht. Es geht dank. This is the pronunciation tip. How to remember? You're saying yes to a gate and thank. Yes, gate, dank. Very well. So let's move on to the second conversation. In your Kush book, you will see it is 2A. I'm talking about now the section 2A. The first one, we have covered this. Now we are moving on. This one also we covered. Now we are moving to this section. Okay, we are going to 2A, the second part of it. The second part of it. Okay, very good. Here you look at it, same thing we are repeating. Hello, Nina. So it also pronounced as hello, Nina. Hello, Nina. It means hello, Nina. Look at the second sentence here. HALLOJULIAWIEGHTS. Okay, now what does this mean? This means, hello Julia, how is it going? But how do we pronounce this in German? We pronounce this as hello Julia, wie geht's? So J is silent here. How do we remember? Again, hello Julia, wie geht's? We are talking about gates, gate, right? But it means how is it going? All right, let's move on to the third sentence. DANKEGUTUNDDIR. What does this mean? Thanks, good. And you, or how about you? So let us see how to pronounce this. Danke, good. Und dir? So it means thank you, good. How about you? Okay. Let's see how we can remember this. Again, tank. Visualize a tank. And then instead of say India, you say Undia. Undia. Okay? So this is how we pronounce Undia. UNDDIR. But when you're asking a question, there's a little bit of slang there. So we ask Undia. Dang. Undia. How are you? And you. That meaning. So let us look at the answer. So he gets an answer. Escape. ESGEHT. Which means, how to pronounce this? Escape. It means it's okay. So very well. So you would need some amount of practice. You can just practice, stand in front of a mirror and ask yourself, how are you doing? And respond with an answer. Okay, say your name instead of Gregor and Julia. You use your own name and practice standing in front of a mirror. Let's move on to the next conversation. You see here, this one, we are going to cover this one. Okay, you see the pictures. Here you can see the picture of Gregor, Julia, and who else? Nina, right? The first person was Nina, Gregor, and this is Julia. The three are having a conversation. Now we are going to cover this part. Let's look at this sentence. Here, what are they saying? Hello. Okay, let's go through the spelling first, which is HALLOICHBINJULIAUNDDU. Now, what does this mean? Hello, I am Julia, and you? So, how do we pronounce this? Hello, ich bin Julia, und du? Ich bin Julia. Ich bin Julia means my name is Julia. So how do we remember it? In the same fashion, hallo, ich bin Julia, und du? Undu means and you. Und, und means and. Du means you. And you. Okay, let's look at the next question. Let's read the spelling. Werbistdu. What does this mean? This means, who are you? Let's see how to pronounce this. Werbistdu. Werbistdu? Who are you? Werbistdu. Okay, the next sentence, let's spell it. I see H, H-E-I-S. This letter is S, 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 E, G-R-E, G-O-R. What does this mean? My name is Gregor. How do we pronounce this? Ich heiße Gregor. Ich heiße Gregor. How to remember? In the same fashion, ich heiße Gregor. There is no other shortcut. You have to remember it as it is. Alright. Ich heiße Gregor. You can stand in front of the mirror and say, Ich heiße Ram. Ich heiße Lakshman. Ich heiße Peter. So, let's move on to the next sentence. Okay, this is a little longer spelling you would see. Let's go through it. ENTSCHULDIGUNG followed by WIEHEISTDU. Now, what does this mean? This means, excuse me, what's your name? So, how do we pronounce this? Entschuldigung. How do you pronounce this word? Entschuldigung. Entschuldigung. But if you literally want to read it, it sounds somewhat like Entschuldigung, but that's not the way you say it. You say Entschuldigung. Wie heißt du? Which means, excuse me, what's your name? Entschuldigung. Wie heißt du? What's your name? So this person gets an answer, Gregor. How do we pronounce Gregor? Gregor. Gregor in English. So this conversation is also completed. So let us look at our book here. Okay, see, look at our book. This portion that they are saying bye to each other. Let's see what they are saying. Look at the spelling TSCHUS. Did you notice in German most of the words will have this spelling SCH? I have noticed this. It's quite common, SCH. Okay, it is somewhat like the starting of the English word school, SCHOOL, but leave OOL, SCH, the starting of school. Okay, so this combination of letters you will see a lot in German. Now, TSCHUS, how do we say this? What does this mean? It means bye. But how to pronounce this? Tschüss. So easy, right? Tschüss. Bye is tschüss, but it is written as TSCHUS. Let's look at the next sentence. TSCHUS, JULIABISBALD. Now, what does this mean? This means, bye Julia, see you soon. Bis bald means, see you soon. How to pronounce this? Tschüss Julia, bis bald. How to remember? There is no shortcut. You need to just remember it as it is. Tschüss Julia, bis bald. See you soon. Look at this word again repeating. TSCHUS. Tschüss. Tschüss means bye. So we have seen how they are saying hi, how are you? How are you doing? How are you feeling? Feeling good, all good. And then they say they are also introducing their names, and then they are saying bye to each other. That's what has happened in this very first conversation. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm only covering the conversational part of this chapter. Wherever you see this sign, this means it's an audio. There's an audio available for this, or there's a conversation. So I'm only covering the conversational part of this very first chapter. Alright, so let's move on to the next part, which is the conversation 3A. In our textbook, if you have the textbook handy, you will see that you'll have to go to 3A. And this is what I'm going to describe now. So looks like in this 2 or 3 people are talking to each other. Let's see what they are talking. Okay. Let's go through the very first sentence. It says Guten Tag. I'm so sorry. Here, conversation 3A. Guten Meistner. What does this mean? It means, good morning, my name is Nina Weber. Guten Morgen means good morning. Mein means my. Name is Nina Weber. Let's see how to pronounce this. Guten Morgen. So En is somewhat silent when you speak it fast. Guten Morgen. Morgen. My Name is Nina Viva. So W and B are pronounced as V and V again. So look at this. Guten Morgen. My Name is Nina Viva. How to remember it? There is no shortcut. You have to remember it as Guten Morgen. My Name is Nina Viva. Nama is somewhat like a Sanskrit word. So Nama, Namam or name. Mera naam, naam in Hindi. Also it is like naam, mera naam, Viva. So in German it is like my Nama is Nina Viva. Okay, let's move on to the next sentence. Guten Morgenfrauweber. What does this mean? This means good morning, Mrs. Weber. You have seen Guten Morgen or Guten Morgen is good morning, and for Mrs. is Frau, and Weber. This means good morning, Mrs. Weber. How to pronounce this? Guten Morgen, Frau Weber. Guten Morgen, Frau Weber. You can also say it as Guten Morgen, but then when you speak German in a fast fashion, or like in a quick fashion, some of the letters are reduced. So you will not hear it as Guten Morgen. You'll see Guten Morgen, Frau Weber. There's a lot of reduction in German. This is what I have noticed. All right. Good morning, Mrs. Weber. How do we say it? Guten Morgen, Frau Weber. Look at this one. ICHHEISEHANSENOLIVER What does this mean? This means my name is Hansen Oliver Hansen. Let's see how to pronounce this. Ich heiße Hansen Oliver Hansen. Ich heiße Hansen Oliver Hansen. My name is Hansen Oliver Hansen. Let's look at this next conversation, which is 3A. In our textbook, this is 3A. So this is the second part of the conversation. Let's move on to that. So here what are they saying? Let's go through the spelling first. GUTENTAGFRAUKOWALSKI. Okay, so they are, what does this mean? This means good afternoon, Miss Kowalski. Good afternoon, Miss Kowalski. How to pronounce this in German? Guten Tag, Frau Kowalski. Kowalski. Guten Tag, Frau Kowalski. So they are greeting each other. Let's look at the next sentence. Guten Tag Weber Wihnen. What does this mean? This means, hello, Miss Weber. How are you? How to pronounce this in German? Guten Tag, Frau Weber. Wie geht es Ihnen? How are you? Wie geht es Ihnen? How are you? How to remember? There is no shortcut for this. You need to just remember as it is. Guten Tag, Frau Weber. Wie geht es Ihnen? So again, we are talking about geht, right? Wie geht es Ihnen? All right. So the next sentences, let's look at the spelling Dankegutundinen. What does this mean? This means I'm good and you? How about you? Okay, but how to pronounce this in German? Danke good. Und Ihnen? And you? Und Ihnen? Und Ihnen means and you. How to remember this? Danke good and Ihnen. So it's just that I just put anti here so that we remember und Ihnen is somewhat like and Ihnen. So just to sharpen your brain, I've added this word and Ihnen, but it is und Ihnen. How to pronounce this? Und Ihnen. Okay, let's look at this sentence. Auchgutdanke. What does this mean? Also good, all good. It means like that. Okay. So how do we pronounce this? Ach good, dank. Ach good, dank. Means all good, thanks. Fine. So we are moving to the next part of this conversation. Pre-A only, but we are going to the next part of the conversation. Let's look here. Gutentagfrauweber. Don't, as I mentioned, don't worry about the spelling as of now. Just try to get a sense of how the spellings are placed. Just try to understand the meaning. Your intention is to just crack open a conversation if you are with a German who does not understand English. Okay, so our idea is to speak some simple sentences. So don't worry too much about grammar or spelling at this point in time. We will get there eventually. So what does this mean? This means good afternoon, Miss Weber. How to pronounce this? Guten Tag, Frau Weber. Good afternoon, Miss Weber. That's what this means. Let's look at the next sentence. Spelling HALLOHERRHANSEN. What does this mean? This means, hello, Mr. Hansen. How do we pronounce this? Hello, hey Hansen. So it's not her. Hello, hey Hansen. This is so easy. Whenever you are addressing a man, you can just call them hey. In our English, hey, or Hindi, hey. So that way you can remember this. So coming to the next sentence, let's read this. DASISTMEINEKOLLEGIN NATALIAKOWALSKI. Now, what does this mean? This is my colleague Natalia Kowalski. This is my colleague Natalia Kowalski. How do we say this in German? Das ist meine Kollegin Natalia Kowalski. Das ist Minu. Minu means my. This is my Kollegin Natalia Kowalski. Kollegin. In English, we know we say it is colleague, but in German it is Kollegin. You will see most of the words are somewhat similar, but at the same time, it has been written and pronounced slightly different. So there is a resemblance with English, Hindi. You can also remember the words in your local language, whichever suits you. But I have given some points, minor points to remember to speak in German. So let's look at the next sentence. GUTENGFRAUKIOWALSKIAMEINNAMEISTHANSEN. What are they saying here? They're saying, hello, Miss Kowalski, my name is Hansen. How to say this in German? Guten Tag, Frau Kowalski. Mein Name is Hansen. Mein Name is Hansen. Saying, hello or good day, Miss Kowalski. My name is Hansen. This is not hello. This is good day. Good day, Miss Kowalski. My name is Hansen. Alright, so let's look at the next sentence. GUTENTAGENSCHULDIGUNG. WIEHEISENSIE. Now, what does this mean? Good day. Excuse me. What's your name? Good day. Excuse me. What's your name? Entschuldigung means excuse me. So how do we say this? How do we pronounce this? Guten Tag. Entschuldigung. Wie heißen Sie? So C is with respect. When you speak with respect, you have to use the for you have to use C. Okay, so wherever C is used, you should assume that this is with respect. So the second conversation is more formal compared to the very first conversation. You'll see the first conversation was among friends, but the second conversation is among colleagues. So colleagues speak in a more respectable fashion. Okay, so what are they saying here? Guten Tag, Entschuldigung, wie heißen Sie? Which means what's your name? So they get an answer, Oliver Hansen. In German also it's pronounced as Oliver Hansen. Okay, so let's look at this. Where did we reach? We reached till here in the textbook. Okay, now they are saying bye to each other. Let's see how they are saying bye to each other. Look at this word. This is a very common word in German. If you don't know German also, if you just know this one word, you can say bye to your friends or trick your friends by saying bye in German language. Look at the spelling AUFWIEDERSEHBNHERRAUFRAUWEBER. What does this mean? Goodbye, Mr. Hansen. Bye, Mrs. Weber. Okay, so that's what they are saying. How to pronounce it? Auf Wiedersehen. How to pronounce this? Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen means bye or goodbye. Auf Wiedersehen and tschüss means more or less the same, but then Auf Wiedersehen means see you soon or goodbye. Okay? Hey Hansen means whenever we address someone as Mr., it's hey. This is quite easy in German, right? Instead of saying Mr., you just say hey, hey Hansen. Auf Wiedersehen, hey Hansen. So, tschüss, Frau Viva. Tschüss, Frau Weber means by Mrs. Weber. See, instead of Weber, how do we pronounce Weber? It's written as Weber in German, but it is pronounced as Weber. Weber. Okay? Weber. Very good. Next sentence. Again, auf Wiedersehen, Frau Kowalski. Right? This means goodbye, Miss Kowalski. Auf Wiedersehen, Frau Kowalski. Auf Wiedersehen means goodbye or see you soon. This is the meaning of Auf Wiedersehen. Okay, so by this we are completing this conversation among these colleagues. There were 1, 2, 3, 4 conversations. We are completing it here. So they met, they introduced themselves, and they said bye to each other. Okay, that's good. Let's see what is the next set of conversation. The next is 4A. If you have the textbook handy with you, you can just open it. And it's a very good idea to touch and feel your textbook so that you relate with the language in a better manner. So 4A. Let's move on to 4A. So let's see what are the conversations here. So I'm just moving on to a conversation between two people here, which is for B. So this is for B. I'm sorry, this is not for A. This is for B. All right. So what are we saying here? We WIEHEISC So this letter is pronounced as S. Okay. So we heis do. What does this mean? What's your name? How to pronounce this? We heis do. We heis do. We heis do means your name. Heise means name. Okay. Nama is also name. But when you're asking, we heis do. You can ask we heis do so that you can expect an answer as somebody's name. Look at the spelling. ICHHEISCJAN now. So what are they saying here? My name is John. Ich heiße Jan. We don't say J in German. We say Ja because J is pronounced as Ja. Yacht. Ja. Ich heiße Jan. Okay. The next sentence. WOHERKOMMSTDU. What does this mean? This means where do you come from? Where do you come from? How to pronounce this? Wo comes to? Wo comes to? So R is silent. Wo comes to? Means where do you come from? Wo comes to? So this person get an answer. Us. AUSFRANKFURT. It means Aus means from Frankfurt. How to pronounce this? Aus Frankfurt. You can also remember it as Aus Frankfurt. Let's see. Next is UNDWOWOHNSTDU. What does this mean? And where do you live? How to pronounce this? Und wo wohnst du? Und wo wohnst du means where do you live? Und wo wohnst du? And where do you live? Und means and. Wo means where. Wohnst du? Where do you live? See here, INZURICH. So this is Zurich. But in German, it's pronounced as Suhish. In Suhish. In Suhish. So you will see there is no mistake. It's not a mistake if you say Zurich. In German, Germans usually have a way of saying, um, pronouncing English words in a slightly different fashion. So don't worry about it. You will eventually get there with practice. Okay, so we are moving to section 7C now. Let's look at the section 7C. So this is section 7C in your textbook. Let's see what they are saying here. In section 7C, it starts like WIEHEISCDU. It means, what's your name? It is pronounced as Wie heißt du? Means, what's your name? How to remember it? Wie heißt du? Look at this. Alexis. Alexis is pronounced as Alexis in German, so we are not getting into too much of details there. So the next question is WIEBITTEBUCHSTABIEREN. What does this mean? This means, I'm sorry, what? Can you spell it? Oh, so when Alexis said his name, the person who is listening to him want to know the spelling of it. So how do we ask that? Weeby. So let's see how to pronounce this. Weeby. Kannst du das buchstabieren? Kannst du das buchstabieren? It's quite difficult. Don't worry about the spelling again, as I mentioned. Weebit. Weebit means, I'm sorry, can you come again? So that's the meaning of weebit. Over the phone, if you're not able to hear the other person clearly, you can ask, weebit? I'm sorry, what? That's the meaning. Weebit. Weebit means, I'm sorry, what? Kannst du das buchstabieren? Okay, so how to remember this? Khan. The name Khan, Studas means, also you can remember it as users. Boost. Boost is a healthy drink. We all know that. Abinan. Abinan, just remember it as it is. Kannst du das buchstabieren? What does this mean? Can you spell it? Kannst du das buchstabieren means, can you spell it? So this person again explains Alexis. He's just spelling his name. Let's look at the next sentence. UNDWIEIST email MAILADRESSE. So what are they asking here? It means, and what is your email address? Und, as I mentioned, und is and. And what is your email address? So how do we pronounce this? Und ist deine email address? Und ist deine email address? So how to remember? Und ist deiner. Diner, but R is silent. Diner email address. See, they have put ADRH. Okay, so this is just a way to remember. They don't say address, they say address, address. Okay, so und wie ist deine email address? Address means, what is your email address? Und wie ist deine email address? What is your email address? So this person responded with his email address. It has been spelled as normal as English. ALEXIXBARBOS@QUINNET.com. So he's just giving his email address. So by this, we have completed the very first chapter in our Kursch book or German A1 book. The very first chapter we have completed. The chapter name is Hallo and Tschüss. This chapter teaches us with spellings, alphabets. It also teaches us the numbers from 1 to 20. It also teaches you how to say hi, how to introduce yourself, or how to introduce yourself with your name, how to ask others, how are you, or how to say bye bye to others in a casual way. It also teaches you in a formal way how to say, how to talk to your colleague. It also teaches you to say bye in a formal way, right? You have also seen how to ask somebody their name, ask where they are coming from, and where they are living, what is their name, an email address, what is how to spell their name, how to ask sorry if you're not able to hear someone on the other side of the phone, or if the person is standing right next to you, he's not audible, how to say sorry, and how to get more clarity in your understanding. So this is the very first chapter all about. You can leave your comments and let me know if you have any questions. Also, let me know how you find this session. Let me know if it is helpful, or if it is not helpful, I will improve the session according to your suggestion. Thank you so much for this opportunity. See you in the chapter 2.